The morning of June 28, 1914, dawned bright and sunny in Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, arrived for a planned visit. Few could have predicted that this seemingly routine visit would end in bloodshed. Later that day, as the Archduke's driver made a wrong turn, Gavrilo Princip found himself face to face with his target. Seizing the moment, Princip drew his pistol and fired 2 shots. The Archduke and his wife lay dying, victims of an assassination that would send shockwaves across Europe. To understand the assassination's significance, one must grasp the volatile political climate of early 20th century Europe. Nationalism, a potent force, was sweeping across the continent. People began to identify strongly with their ethnic and cultural groups, yearning for independence and self-determination. This was particularly true in the Balkans, a region long under the control of larger empires. Serbia, a Slavic nation, harbored ambitions of uniting all South Slavs under its banner. Austria-Hungary, a sprawling multi-ethnic empire, viewed these aspirations with suspicion and hostility. The annexation of Bosnia, a predominantly Slavic region, further inflamed tensions. Serbia saw this as a direct threat to its interests, fueling resentment towards Austria-Hungary. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand was a direct consequence of this nationalist fervor. Gavrilo Princip and his fellow conspirators were driven by a desire to liberate Bosnia from Austro-Hungarian rule and unite it with Serbia. They believed that striking down the heir to the throne would weaken Austria-Hungary and pave the way for a South Slav state. Their act, while rooted in nationalist ideals, would have catastrophic consequences, far exceeding their initial intentions. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand did not occur in a vacuum. Europe in 1914 was a powder keg, primed for detonation. A complex network of alliances, forged in the preceding decades, entangled the continent's great powers. These alliances, meant to deter aggression, instead created a hair-trigger system. Any conflict, no matter how small, risked dragging all the major powers into war. Austria-Hungary, determined to crush Serbian ambitions and solidify its authority, saw the assassination as an opportunity for decisive action. Germany, Austria-Hungary's powerful ally, pledged its unwavering support, offering a blank check to Vienna. This meant that Germany would back Austria-Hungary, even if it meant going to war with Russia, Serbia's protector. On the other side of the equation stood Russia, determined to defend its Slavic brethren in Serbia. France, bound by treaty to Russia, found itself drawn into the conflict. Great Britain, wary of German expansionism, also watched the unfolding crisis with growing alarm. The assassination had set in motion a chain reaction, as each nation, bound by alliances, felt compelled to support its partners. Section 4. The Ultimatum and the Declaration, lighting the fuse. Following the assassination, Austria-Hungary, emboldened by German support, issued a harsh ultimatum to Serbia. The demands were deliberately designed to be unacceptable, aimed at provoking a war. Serbia, under pressure from Russia, agreed to most of the ultimatum's terms, but balked at allowing Austrian officials to participate in the investigation of the assassination. This partial acceptance was not enough for Austria-Hungary. On July 28, 1914, exactly 1 month after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. The declaration sent shockwaves across Europe, setting in motion the intricate machinery of war. Russia, honoring its commitment to Serbia, began mobilizing its massive army. Germany, viewing Russian mobilization as a threat, declared war on Russia on August 1st. 2 days later, Germany declared war on France, Russia's ally, and invaded neutral Belgium to bypass French defenses. The die was cast. What began as a localized conflict between Austria-Hungary and Serbia had exploded into a continental war, engulfing Europe in a maelstrom of violence. The alliances meant to deter aggression had instead facilitated it, drawing the great powers into a conflict that few wanted and none could control. Section 5. Empires clash, the dominoes fall. With the declarations of war, Europe descended into chaos. Germany, implementing its Schlieffen plan, aimed for a swift victory over France before turning its attention to Russia. German troops swept through Belgium, their advance marked by brutality and destruction. The invasion of Belgium, a neutral country, outraged world opinion and drew Great Britain into the conflict. On the Eastern Front, Russia, despite its massive size, was ill-prepared for war with Germany. Russian armies, hampered by logistical problems and inferior equipment, suffered heavy losses against the German war machine. Austria-Hungary, bogged down in its fight against Serbia, found itself increasingly reliant on German support. The Ottoman Empire, sensing an opportunity to regain lost territory, joined the Central Powers, further expanding the conflict. As the war dragged on, the initial optimism for a quick victory faded. The conflict settled into a brutal stalemate, characterized by trench warfare and unprecedented casualties. New technologies such as machine guns, poison gas, and tanks made the fighting even more deadly. Millions of soldiers found themselves trapped in a nightmarish world of mud, blood, and barbed wire.